Dr. Lieu, welcome back. I understand there's a traffic problem and that tied you up, and those things can happen. The President is fortunate that you agreed to a return assignment at OMB. This one's going to be a little different than the last one, I think, because the fiscal situation is so much worse. You've come under a darkening fiscal outlook. We are aware of the challenges that you faced in putting this budget together, and we thank you for your hard work and for coming here today. Having said all of that, the budget of the United States is more than just about arithmetic. It is a statement of national priorities. It's a gauge of our national health. Because we face a crippling burden of debt, this year's budget in particular presented the President with a unique opportunity to lead our country. The President has disappointed us all by declining that opportunity. He punted. Instead of confronting our debt head-on, the President has presented us with a budget that spends too much, borrows too much, and taxes too much, and that costs jobs and opportunities. His budget would double the amount of debt held by the public by the end of his term and triple it on the 10th anniversary of his inauguration. To be sure, our country was already on an unsustainable fiscal trajectory before he took office. Our debt is the product of acts by many presidents and many Congresses over many years. Both of our political parties share the blame in where we've come to. Nevertheless, the President's policies have accelerated us down this disastrous path. He has made our spending problems worse with policies such as the failed stimulus and a brand new open-ended health care entitlement. He has argued for massive tax increases that would stifle economic growth and job creation and make our fiscal picture worse. His budget alone contains $1.6 trillion in higher taxes on American families, businesses, and entrepreneurs. In our nation's most pressing fiscal challenges, the President has abdicated his leadership role. First, he punted to a bipartisan fiscal commission to develop solutions to the problem. Then, when his own commission put forward a set of fundamental entitlement and tax reforms, a commission comprised of a majority of Democrats, he ignored them. He even failed to take the commission's advice on less sensitive subjects such as discretionary spending. His budget would increase discretionary spending by $353 billion relative to his commission's proposals. Former Clinton chief of staff and co-chair of the Fiscal Commission, a man who I have great respect for, a Democrat, Erskine Bowles, said, quote, "The budget goes nowhere near where they will have to go to resolve our fiscal nightmare." The President's budget disregards the drivers of our debt crisis and the insolvency of our entitlement programs. Every day that passes without leadership on this crucial challenge is another day of uncertainty for job creators and a darkening economic prospect for millions of Americans living in the shadow of our growing and unsustainable debt. The politically safe response, I suppose, is to do nothing. I wonder about that, though. Unfortunately, this is the path the President has chosen. We feel that it is our responsibility to do things differently, to lead where he has fallen short, and that is exactly what we plan to do. With that, I will yield to Ranking Member Van Hollen for an opening statement.